Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday wherever you are in the world. My name is Yvette, and I have the privilege of being the meditation instructor here in the Break Free Project community. Some of you, it might be 11 o'clock in the morning or somewhere in between, but I'm drinking out of my Amrit Yoga mug, which is the quote, "Love is the absence of desire," which ironically enough is my topic that I chose for today's class, which is love. So I'm going to have a sip of my coffee, a little morning java. So once again, I want to thank Sandra for creating this platform, and also for everyone who has been friends of mine on my pages and been asking to join this group. Of course, there's no obligation in any way, shape, or form. It's just the private platform to experience and have something a little bit different out of the norm of everyday life. So thank you to Sandra for that. And also, I do want to give a sincere thank you, much gratitude for those of you who have actually donated money for the classes. I know a lot of people are struggling right now, so there is absolutely no obligation whatsoever. Being able to provide some form of support and a shift from the daily mental grind for anyone and everyone is, I really truly believe, is my purpose. So when I receive the donations, it's a delightful surprise. But again, there's no obligation. But I do want to thank those of you who have sent money in cards to the house, those of you who have sent through PayPal, Venmo, and Zelly. So I've gotten a variety of ways, and each time is a delightful surprise. So thank you very much for that. Now, I thought since we're about 5 minutes in, something interesting that I came across. I think what I'll do is I'll post this on my Facebook page under Yvette Lynn. But Dr. Bruce Lipton put out a video recently about setting an alarm basically at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. And at those two moments, it's a collective intention of, nope, so my mom just joined and I'm talking about Bruce Lipton right now. So I don't know if any of you have been aware of in the past, Deepak Chopra has put out a collective meditation time. I think James Twyman has as well. There's been a lot of spiritual leaders around the world who have tried this in order to create a shift in consciousness. Now with Dr. Lipton, he is talking about a vibrational shift for the planet in order to counter. We have a ton of negativity out there right now. So the intention behind what he's encouraging us all to do is at 11 o'clock is literally to stop and wherever you are in the world and just shift your awareness to your heart and your heart center and shift whatever is going on in your mind and into a place of love, gratitude, peace, peace for us, peace for the planet, healing energy, basically. So that's something that Dr. Bruce Lipton has been talking about, and I will be sharing that link on my Facebook page. So be free to visit me there and have a look at the video. I like Dr. Lipton; he's great. If you ever know who the three amigos is, it's Greg Braden, Dr. Lipton, and Joe Dispenza. Three thoughtful leaders in the world of consciousness and doctors who talk about it, not just the woo-woo people. So today with the topic of love, I felt it was time to shift from anxiety to love. And typically when we think about love, we think about Valentine's Day and getting cards, getting flowers. I don't know about when you were in high school, we used to have these candy sticks you could actually write little notes to, and you could pass them along to someone that you were a secret admirer of, someone you had a crush on. But our normal thoughts of love are love for someone else, love for a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend, an external relationship. children, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. And there is this expectation that love is going to be consistent. It is going to be the same from day to day. Again, it's an expectation. It's not the reality, as we all know. But we have these really serious, very heavy expectations that we place on that word love. And yet, it is always an external representation of love that we look for. And it's almost as if, because we perceive ourselves to be broken and we are not whole, what was Jerry Maguire when he stands there, one of the most romantic scenes ever, which is, he says, "You complete me." The reality of it, though, is that we are already that. We are already whole. We are already love. And we just somehow have seemed to have forgotten that all along the way. So as we externalize our search for love, the reality is we find love when we search within, when we go within, when we begin to practice opening our hearts in sometimes the most difficult situations. Opening our hearts leads us to vulnerability, something that Brene Brown, who I admire to the ends of the earth, who talks about this, about having the courage to be vulnerable. And it takes courage to love, and it takes courage to love yourself, the inner child, the child who might have been wounded decades ago. It takes courage to love, and it takes courage to open your heart for the opportunity that we could get hurt. Now, when we begin to learn that love begins here within, our search for external fulfillment of love begins to either dissolve or it begins to shift, because we begin to see love in everyone. We see the potential for love in everyone. Why? Because that potential lies within each and every one of us. And it truly is our birthright. And when you begin to love yourself and accept yourself, it just levels the playing field. Everything changes. Now, the reason why I use the word accepting yourself is because it's one of the hardest things a human being can ever do, is accept yourself. Why? And I can tell you, when I have taught this class in the yoga studio or the wellness center, I watch my students begin to popcorn when I talk about I accept myself as I am. And I can guarantee that someone is going to come and talk to me after class to tell me, "Oh my gosh, Yvette, I can't accept myself. I am not thin enough. I am not pretty enough. I am not smart enough. I have all these reasons to not accept myself." But yet, when we love someone else, how quick we are to accept them, warts and all. Isn't that the sheer irony of all of it? So in the past classes, I've talked about self-judgment. I've talked about learning to manage the monkey mind. And in this class today, it is an opportunity for you to practice turning your awareness and going to your heart and being in your heart. And the more often you are in your heart, you find yourself suspended in love. You begin to see the world differently because you're looking at it with different eyes, and eyes that are seed planted from the soul. And it is crazy. The madness that we occupy our time with is crazy. But I promise you that when you begin to practice self-acceptance, which then becomes love, it's like it's taking baby steps in a forward motion towards freeing yourself of the chains that bind. You then are empowered to take back your life. You live in love. You smell with love. You taste with love. You speak with love. You are love, because you can't do all those things and not be that which you speak of, which you hear of, which you see and smell and taste of. So this morning, I want to share with you one of my favorite teachers. His name is OSHO, and there's a book. This is called The Book of Woman. And the first time this was introduced to me, I was living and working at the Amrit Yoga Institute. And Gurudev Amit Desai, his, I won't call her a secretary because that's not, it's a word that you would all recognize, but it's not what her role was. She was just someone who served her higher self in search of love, self-love, self-acceptance. So in conversations with the guru she was part of, she came to me with this book, The Book of Woman. It is, and she loaned me her copy. Since then, I've bought multiple copies of this and given it to friends along my journey. And when I first got the book, I would sit and read out loud to what is now my husband, who is now my husband, but at the time I would just share the reflections from OSHO. And this is a book that, while you can buy it from Amazon now, it has to be shipped from outside the country. This is not a book that's ever been published in the United States. And I was at an Indian festival, as in Indian festival, a number of years ago in Tampa. And they had an OSHO table. And I went over looking to buy more copies of this. And the people who came from OSHO, from his place in Rishikesh, had never even heard of the book. I do believe that if more women read it, there would be a revolution, but that's my own opinion. So as we begin our meditation today, what I would like for you to do is, as you make your way into a reclined position, finding yourself comfortable, removing distractions away from you, is simply listen and receive these words from Osho and his reflection about love. I will encourage you. I did bring my little bell with me, so I will be using that to finish up the meditation at the end so you know when we're finished. But if you have the opportunity to marinate a little bit longer in love, I would definitely encourage you to do so and linger afterwards. And if you feel the need to take a nap or sleep longer, please allow yourself to do that. It really does help with the healing process. It helps to begin to dissolve those false belief systems that we are held hostage with. And it helps to answer the question as to why we are like this. So slowly begin to make your way into that reclined position, being comfortable at this moment in time. And slowly begin to close your eyes, listen, and open your hearts to the words of Osho. People hanker for love, but at the same time they cling to their ego. Hence, love never becomes a reality. They come and go without tasting the nectar of love, and unless you experience love, you have not experienced life at all. You miss the point. Now, as I continue this morning, slowly begin to deepen your inhalations and exhalations as I continue to share. The basic fallacy that you are carrying within you is that you always loved somebody, someone else, someone outside of yourself. This is one of the most significant things about all human beings. Their love is always for somebody. It is addressed, and the moment you address your love, you actually destroy it. It is as if you were saying to yourself, I will breathe only for you, and when you are not there, then how can I breathe? Love should be just like breathing. It should be just a quality in you, wherever you are, and with whomsoever you are, or even if you are alone. Love goes on overflowing from you. It is not a question of being in love with someone. It is a question of being love. People are frustrated in their love experiences not because something is wrong with love. They narrow down love to such a point that the ocean of love cannot remain there. You cannot contain the ocean. It is not a small stream. Love is your whole being. Love is your godliness. One should think in terms of whether one is loving or not. The question of the object of love does not arise. With your wife, with your husband, you love your wife, your husband. With your children, you love your children. With your coworkers, you love your coworkers. With your friends, you love your friends. And the trees, you love the trees. With the ocean, you love the ocean. You are love. Love is not dependent on the object, but is a radiation of your subjectivity, a radiation of your soul. And the vaster the radiation, the greater is your soul. The wider spread are the wings of your love, the bigger is the sky of your being. Life is nothing but an opportunity for love to blossom. If you are alive, the opportunity is there, even to the last breath. You may have missed your whole life, just the last breath, the last moment on this earth. If you can be love, you have not missed anything. Because a single moment of love is equal to the whole eternity of love. So as you remain connected to your breath, allow your inhalations to bring in love, your exhalations to let go of self-judgment, tension. And feel a sense of peace and contentment in your heart. As you bring in love, hold that in your heart. Treat it with kid gloves and encourage love to grow. Love is the wellspring of your being. So allow this spring to feed every muscle, nerve, and cell of your entire body and being. Now take a nice deep breath in. Inhale. Let go with a sigh. And again, nice deep breath in. Inhale. And let go with another sigh. And feel a deep sense of peace, contentment, and love. Now our intention for today's practice, allowing my words to be your words. Repeat silently after me 3 times. I am love. I am love. I am love. Allow these words to go to the deepest levels of recognition with absolutely no hesitation. Know that your higher self recognizes, honors, and accepts the intention, I am love. When you seed planted at the altar of your heart, there is then nothing that you need to do about it. The intention is being acted upon by the higher source of the divine within you. So make a commitment that for the next 20 minutes or longer, if you can allow yourself to marinate, make a commitment that during this practice you will participate wholeheartedly in the experience and trust that whatever issues stand in the way of your fullest realization, your fullest actualization of yourself as love, that those blocks will be released spontaneously and effortlessly. Give yourself permission to completely let go of any struggle or any effort to make anything happen. During this practice, be love. Breathe love. Feel love. From the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. From the inside out and the outside in. Surround yourself with love. Now, to deepen the relaxation in the body, we will move into our tension relaxation phase. So as you begin to breathe in, inhale and tighten and tense every muscle of your entire body, your hands into fists, your forearms, your biceps, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, your buttocks, your thighs, your calves. Point the toes, tighten the face, tighten every single muscle of your entire body. Tight, tight, tight. Hold, hold, hold. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe into the tension. Experience the tension. Do not be the tension. Just notice it, witness it. Do not judge. Do not comment. Hold, hold, hold. Now let go. Observe and feel the flood of energy as it moves throughout your entire body. And allow that dissolved tension to flow into a river of energy that will bring you into an ocean of energy, an ocean of love, where you are allowed to drift, supported by love, having faith in love. Now making any last minute adjustments to the body for comfort. Throughout this entire period, remain relaxed and motionless, alert and conscious. Stay in touch with my guidance at all times and allow any distractions, internal or external, to bring you back to your intention, I am love. And allow those words to bring you into a deeper state of tranquility, stillness, and peace. Let your mind melt and merge with your breath and shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being love. Again, shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being love. Do absolutely nothing from now on. Simply relax. Give yourself permission to let go. Feel yourself drop into a deeper state of tranquility, stillness, peace, as love permeates your entire body and being. Now shift your awareness, your full attention to your breath, and slowly begin to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations once again. Imagine your lungs are like filling a water bottle with breath in, filling it from bottom to top. And as you inhale, your belly expands, then into the chest, finishing at the throat. And then as you exhale, emptying the lungs completely from the throat, chest, pulling the navel point back towards the spine with each exhalation. Continue with a slow, deep breath until I ask you to stop. And allow yourself to become more relaxed with each breath. Allow your breath to be the vehicle that shifts you into a deeper state of stillness and silence. And when you find your mind stepping in, shift back to your intention, I am love, and add the element of counting to your breath. On my cue, slowly begin to empty the lungs completely. And then as you begin to inhale, we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Pause. Continue inhaling to 4, exhaling to 6, and continue until I ask you to stop. Inhaling love, exhaling self-judgment. Inhaling love, exhaling tension. Inhaling love, exhaling worry. Inhaling love, exhale distraction. Allow yourself to become more peaceful with each breath. I am love. I am love. I am love. Now allow your breath to return to normal and feel the energetic impact that your breath has on your body. Perhaps noticing pulsations, tingling sensations in the fingers and toes. And feel your beating heart. Feel the vitality of your body as it remembers love. Now shift your awareness, and as I name the body part, bring your awareness to it without judgment or comment, and bring with it a sense of heaviness, like a stone sinking in water. Both feet heavy, like stones. Calves and knees heavy, sinking deeper. Thighs and hips very heavy, like lead. Abdomen, chest, and back, gravity pulling you down deeper. Shoulders, arms, and palms very, very heavy. Feel your entire head heavy, like a stone. Surrender your entire body and being to the omnipresent field of gravity, and feel your whole body sinking into the pool of gravity. Your whole body heavy, like a stone, sinking deeper and deeper into stillness and silent awareness. Now shift your awareness, and as I name the body part, allow all the heaviness to melt away. Both feet limp, light. calves and knees, empty. Thighs and hips, hollow, weightless. Abdomen, chest, and back, light, empty. Shoulders, arms, and palms, floating. Your head hollow, empty. Feel your whole body empty, light, and hollow. Your whole body drifting, weightless. Your whole body carried by love. Free yourself from all inhibitions and self-imposed boundaries of the body and mind, from the past and the future. Feel the love rushing in, filling the spaces where self-judgment used to live. Experience your entire body and being free from fear of pain, hurt, and suffering. Feel love permeate every part of your body and being. Now bring your attention, your full awareness to the center between the eyebrows, and feel yourself drop into the deepest state of relaxation now. Bringing your intention into your awareness. I am love. Enter the domain of grace. It is here where you are witness of all that's happening but doing nothing to make it happen. Hand over all fear, worry, and anxiety about all that you want to change, control, or manage. Hand over all doing, and allow yourself to be love as you have faith and trust in the higher power of the divine within. It is here in the domain of grace where integration happens, where all elements of our body, mind, and spirit come together as one. It is here where our intentions are actualized and fulfilled with effortless ease. So once again, repeat silently after me 3 times. I am love. I am love. I am love. Placing those words in the altar of your heart as you allow love to be the balm that soothes the soul. As you allow your breath to calm your mind as you release the innate healing wisdom of your body so it's liberated and functions optimally. I am love. These words are being acted upon by the higher power, the source within you, the divine. Establish yourself firmly in faith and trust to receive the grace, protection, guidance, and love of the higher self within you. The more often you go to the source, the divine within, the easier it is to find it. The longer you can stay with it, and the ease and grace from which you can share it with others. The source of love begins within. Now slowly begin to deepen your breath once again, reconnecting with your body. And you're welcome to remain as you are, or gently begin to move the body as if waking from a restful sleep. Begin by wiggling the fingers and toes, bringing the knees to the chest, gently rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side, curling into a fetal position, resting in the womb of existence. Take a moment to notice how relaxed your body is, how soft the breath, how quiet the heartbeat, and perhaps noticing the moments of silence you have experienced this morning. And trust that with today's practice, you have cleared the path to your touchstone that lies within, remembering that you are love. It is not something that you have to look outside yourself to find. It's been right there with you all along. You just forgot. So every time you find yourself in reaction, every time you find yourself in self-judgment, take a moment to consciously shift your awareness, returning to your intention, I am love. Replacing the self-defeating patterns with those beautiful words, I am love. Remember, life is nothing but an opportunity for love to blossom. If you are alive, the opportunity is there, even to the last breath. You may have missed your whole life, just the last breath, the last moment on earth. If you can be love, you have not missed anything, because a single moment of love is equal to the whole eternity of love. You're welcome to remain as you are, marinating in love. I thank you for joining me this morning. Have a blessed day, and may you walk in love today. Namaste. May peace prevail. and thank you.